Hi guys! Good morning! It's me again. Welcome to my channel. If bago ka sa channel ko, please hit like, subscribe, and the bell button para ma-notify ka ng mga bagong videos dito sa channel na to. Okay, so last time ay napag-usapan natin ang tungkol sa business. Okay, so in this channel, we have a wide array of subjects or content. So, para mas marami tayong matutunan sa mga bagay-bagay. Okay, so this morning, ang pag-uusapan natin ay tungkol sa academics or sa education. Since I'm working in the educational sector. Okay, so as of the moment, based on the pronouncement of DepEd in accordance with na rin sa sinabi ng ating mahal na presidente, yung klase, yung opening ng klase sa Department of Education, so that covers elementary and high school, both the junior and senior high school, ay sa August 24 pa po. Okay, so ano ba ang mga mode of enrollment? So as of the moment, meron tayong online enrollment. Okay, kasi sa recent pronouncement ng DepEd, work at home pa rin ang ating mga mahal na mga guro hanggang June 21. Okay, so yan. Now, the specific topic is, so since I work as a senior high school teacher locally dito sa atin, ang topic natin ngayon ay how to select a proper strand for you. Ayan. So, ito ay para sa ating mga grade 11 students. Okay, so paano ba pumili ng mga strand na gusto mo? Okay, so napakaraming strand natin, right? Okay, so since the implementation of the K to 12, kindergarten to 12 to grade 12, the Department of Education offered a lot of strands. So we have the STEM, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. You also have the humanities, and social sciences. We also have the ICT, your TVL, na under doon ng ICT, masonry, carpentry, dressmaking. You also have the GAS, General Academic Strand, etc. Okay, so a grade 11 entrance student has to decide on what strand are they going to be under in. So, kasi nakadepende doon ang mga subjects na kukunin nila. The subjects, well, it is divided into 3. We have the core subjects, the specialized subjects, and the applied subjects. So, basically, all of the strands are similar with the core and the applied subjects, and they just vary on the specialized subjects. Kasi it's based on their strands kung ano yung kanilang specialized subjects. Okay, so ano ba ang bagay sa'yo na strand? So here are my tips. Okay, so number 1 is, ano ba ang gusto mo? Okay, what interests you most? Okay, so siguro before we proceed, I may give a brief snippet kung ano ba ang ginagawa sa mga strands na to. Okay, so first and foremost, we have the STEM strand. So, as we mentioned earlier, it's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So, mostly this is focused on science and technology, mathematics, and research. So, ikaw ba ay mahilig mag-experiment? Gusto mo bang maging engineer, doctor, nurse, chemist, medtech, midwife, civil engineer sa huli? Okay, because basically, these subjects that you are taking in the senior high school, it must be congruent with the course that you will be having in college. So, yun siya. So, kaya sinabi natin yung first tip is what interests you most. Kasi, as we all know, we have capabilities eh. Okay, so capabilities are innate and nurtured. So when you say innate, you have this natural inclination to that skill. So for example, a certain person is verbally intelligent, magaling siyang magsalita. Ayan. The person is really good in numbers. So innately, magaling siya sa bagay na yon. When we say naman nurtured, it is something that is that can be improved on a particular person. So the more that you subject a student or a person on this skill, the more he or she practices this, and then he or she becomes an expert in that field. So gifts are innate and nurtured. It's nature and nurtured, sabi nga nila. Ayan, so what interests you most? Okay, so yun sa STEM. Sa UMS naman, this is more on humanities and social sciences. So, ano ba ang mga inline na courses dito? So, pwedeng social work, education, politics, sorry, not politics, pol-sci, law, ayan, international relations, anything that concerns about our society. Ayan. And also human relations, because our society is composed of people. Then you also have the general academic strand. So what is this general academic strand? So sa general academic strand, ito yung, di ba, general, pangkalahatan. Okay, so kapag hindi ka pa decided kung ano talaga ang yung kukunin, ayan, so you are being given a time to think things out. So, pwede ka dito. Ayan. Then, sorry, I forgot the ABM, no? Accountancy, Business, and Management. Although my course is science inclined, it was late on me. Late bloomer ako sa interest sa business, no? Formal interest sa business. But in ABM, Accountancy, Business, and Management, so, mahilig ka bang mag-business? Ayan. So, pwede ka dito. Ayan. So, what are the courses na pwedeng congruent or inline dito na kukunin mo pag college? So, you have Commerce, Accountancy, BSBA, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, which has sub-majors under it, some of which are marketing, human resource management, financial management, etc. Ayan. So, yun. And you also have the TVL, Technology, TechVoc, ayan, and Livelihood. So, you have here ICT, Information and Communication Technology. You have dressmaking, animal production, carpentry, and masonry. So, ito yung mga skilled side ng ating courses or ng ating strands. So, yan. Ano ba yung interest mo sa buhay? Okay, kasi if the thing is natural to you, no, mas madali siya. So, you wouldn't treat that as hard or atas. Parang nag-enjoy ka lang. Ayan. So, that's number 1 consideration. Okay, so, basically here in our school, yung mga nasabi ko, meron kami yun. Ayan. So, most numbered strand dito is, I guess, the UMS. The UMS and the GAS. Sila yung nagpapalit-palitan eh. Then, you have the ABM and then follows the other strand. Okay, so, yeah. Ayan. Kasi yung mga students natin, they are having a hard time in selecting kung anong klase ba ng strand. Like, when our guidance counselor had us distributed some printed learners pre-survey enrollment form, meron dong sa likod na part na you have to indicate kung anong strand. This is for the senior high school, no? Sa junior high school kasi wala namang course doon. But the junior high school is divided into 2 classes. You have the regular class and the SSC, the special science class. Okay, so balik tayo sa strands under sa senior high school. So you have to indicate it there. So, most of them has no choice yet. Ayan. Kasi, it's different now. It's no longer face-to-face classes or enrollment. So, we, yung learners, like 2 years ago, we tried to introduce these strands to our would-be enrollees to give them idea on what are the things expected under each strand. So we no longer have that opportunity to do that because of this new normal thingy. So siguro itong ating mga enrollees no or learners na magiging learners natin for the senior high school grade 11, they're just dependent on what their seniors or the newly graduated grade 12 and their teachers, their neighbors, etc. are saying about that strand. So, on that note, there are certain sabihin natin prejudices and biases kasi it depends upon the person's opinion. So, say for example, a learner asks a certain teacher. So, that teacher is, let's say, UMS inclined, right? Okay. So, syempre, that teacher would say, this and that, this and that. And then, another teacher will be consulted by a student. So, ang sasabihin naman, maganda sa ABM kasi you do balancing of sheets, your ledgers, and tinuturuan kayo dito ng entrepreneurship and stuff. So, mas maganda dito. When in fact, the natural inclination of the child pala is under the STEM strand. The person is curious, inquisitive, approaches problems scientifically, and mahilig sa mga experiment kasi gusto niya palang maging chemist. So, dahil sa sinabi ng taong ito na ganito, ganyan, so hindi natin na pwesto ng maayos yung bata. So, yan. So, I made this vlog to enlighten our learners on the truths of strands. So, napaka-importante nyon. Ang what interests you most. Okay, so that's number 1. Then, number 2, as much as our parents, our brothers and sisters, and our family, our friends, influence is second to what is our choice, here in the Philippines, wherein our culture is close family ties, in a certain roof, in a certain family, our family members has a lot of influence and say on our choices. Diba? Just like me, my course in college that was inspired to be by my grandmother. That's never my choice. But I came to like it and I finished it well because I was able to adapt. But that's not my inclination. But then it's still a blessing for me. That only shows that our parents, our family members, grandparents, brothers and sisters, and even our peers have a great influence on our choices. So, you might, the brighter side of this is, you might ask your parents or those people who know you well kung anong areas ba kayo magaling. So, they can, they can give you an idea and suggest things to you. Okay, that's the second one. You can seek for advice of those people who knew you, and that also includes your teachers back in elementary and junior high school. Kasi, our teachers know our abilities, diba? Yan. So, I definitely believe on that. Na yung mga teachers natin, aside from our parents, know our abilities. Kasi, we spend so much time in school, diba? When we were just elementary and junior high students. Hindi naman tayo nag-aaral sa bahay eh. Ayan. So, our teachers can vouch kung saang field tayo inclined. Okay, what else? Number 3 is, do consider also the available strands in your community. Halimbawa, in the whole curriculum, halimbawa gusto mo yung sports, wala ngang sports sa inyong locality. And your family or can afford for you to only be sent schooling here. So, hindi natin kailangang ipilit yon. So, aside from gusto natin, there are other factors na kailangan nating i-consider. So, check with your local schools, what are the available strands. Yan. And, tip number 4 is, once you have chosen that specific strand you are enrolling in grade 11, do your research. Have a quick background on what, say for example, your choice is UM strand. What do UM students do? Ano ba yung mga subjects na meron dito? Or you can also ask yung mga nag-graduate na or your friends kung ano ba yung ginagawa sa strand na yan. Okay? So, para baka meron kang konting idea. Kasi sabi nga nila, knowledge is an advantage. Diba? It's better than being caught off guard. Then, number 5 is, when you're finally on that strand, love what you do. That's very important. Kasi, there's a saying that goes, if you love what you do, and you don't consider it as a work or a core, then you're halfway through it. Diba? Kasi if you consider this as a work or like a burden, a requirement, hindi mo siya love, parang ang hirap, ang bigat. Yung parang, ay, kailangan kong tapusin to kasi I need to graduate. So, parang you're not focused on the learning. You're just focused on finishing it just for the sake of requirements. And, make the most out of your senior high school education. Learn everything that you can from your mentors. That's very important. No? In what you do, always learn something. So, 16 minutes and 50 seconds na itong video na ito. I hope I've enlightened you on what are some simple tips on how to select your senior high school strand in this coming August 24 opening of classes here in our locality. So, if you have more questions, you can reach your teachers via messenger, PMs, to ask or to be enlightened for questions bothering your mind. Okay, have a great day and choose the best strand that suits your abilities. Bye for now.